Hi, I am Wissam. I am a friend of Scott, and I would like for us to talk in this video about a sentiment that is also an activity that unfortunately is very common among Middle Easterners like myself, and that is reminiscing and nostalgia. If you ever had any Arab friend, you would see that they usually post pictures from the old and glorious past about a major Arab city like Baghdad or Beirut and Cairo. And used to be clean, and the city square used to be kept, and the streets were less trafficked, and people all used to be dressed up, and there was this sense of the past was better than now, and people had more sense of decency than today. The Bible talks about another kind of people that had a lot to reminisce over, and that is the nation of Israel in the first century. Israel used to be a glorious and magnificent kingdom ruled by David and Solomon, and its neighbors feared and revered it, and people came all the way from Sheba to give gifts and taxes to that kingdom. But by the first century, Israel had none of that. Israel was a people without a national identity and without a nation, and they were reminiscing over the good old past. God promised the children of Israel that he would restore the glories of the old Israel and that he will reinstitute David as their king. But there's something wrong and suspicious about that. David had already been dead for 1,000 years when the first century, when that account was written in the first century. Well, Jesus Christ, in his first coming, came and introduced himself as the king of Israel that came from the seed of David, and that he would reinstitute the glories of Israel, but not the way people imagined at that time. Now, the most difficult thing for us to reminisce over is people, those who have died long ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and we are now at peace with the fact that we will never be seeing them again. That's when the second coming of Jesus comes in handy. I'm thinking of the Apostle John when he was by himself in the island of Patmos, an older man who lost all the 11 of his fellow apostles. He lost his beloved mentor and friend twice 40 years ago, once when he was crucified and once when he was taken out of this earth. His eyes were failing him, his beard was long, and imagine being tapped on the shoulder by none other than Jesus, telling him, "Do not fear. I am the first and the last. I am he who lives forever, and I was dead, and behold, I am alive now, and I have the keys to Hades and death." The Bible gives us the opportunity to live what we are reminiscing over, everything that deserves to be reminiscing over, including the opportunity to reconnect and to live with those who have long died in Christ, the opportunity for us to live with them in a glorious eternity. This is what I wanted to share with you, and that is, it is only possible for us to get that glorious past back and to get those people who died in Christ back in Jesus Christ.
That was even less than 5